Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today we are playing with a mystery bundle that I bought of the Makeup Geek loose pigments, eyeshadow pigments, and I also got this little mixing medium. So if you've never played with Makeup Geek with Inklet or with loose eyeshadow pigments, I know I never have, come and watch me check it out and see how it goes. The eyes, some of the face, I ended up using these on so you can see my experience and let me know yours down in the comments below. Before we get too far into the video, please make sure you click that subscribe button. I post videos 2 times a week on Sundays and Wednesdays. It's totally free to subscribe, and click the like button if you're already subscribed. It helps my channel out so much. I am in the Christmas season. You guys can see I just changed my backdrop and we just hit the 300 subscriber mark. So I will be making my video with Wesley fairly soon for 300 subscribers, and I will be doing a giveaway of a ton of makeup, a lot of it indie brands. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so I started just by swatching out all of the colors to see what we were playing with here today. So let me get you a little closer to these and I'll tell you each shade name and give you a little description of them. I turned the lights down a little bit here so you could hopefully see these swatches a bit, but I'm gonna start actually all the way up here on the wrist with this first one. Now these are very fair, I guess I would say. I did these dry swatches with a brush, so maybe mixed with the mixing medium they're going to be a little more impactful, but I won't be surprised if they look really faint and not too pigmented, just being picked up like this because the swatches look that way. So this first one is Firefly, and that one is more of a gold color. Next is Hocus Pocus. It is more of a pinky undertone. The next one is Illusion, and it is pinky, but it's more of an icy pink. The next one is Telepathic. It's kind of like a white-based shimmer. And the last one is Intermission, and it's more of a deep bronzy copper. So these are the 5 that I received in the mystery bundle of the loose pigments from Makeup Geek. I'm going to prime my eyelids the way I normally would, but I actually got these as a mystery bundle, as I just mentioned. I didn't buy them individually, and I believe the bundle was $15. Like, it was pretty discounted. I don't know if they're still running that special. I will make sure I look on the website and I'll leave you a little caption here of what the deal is, but they were a deal to get the mystery bundle versus picking your own. Depending on how I like them, I may or may not pick up more. We'll see. I'm just going to put down a random kind of matte here to set that base all over the lid before we go in. I've been trying to use up this random little Ulta palette. So this is more of a satin shade than it is a true matte, but that's okay. It'll set everything and not give too much color. And then we'll go in. I'm actually going to go in not the way that I did the swatches. Maybe I should have swatched them the way that I'm going to use them on the eyes, but I wanted to see just how they were, just the loose pigment itself in the swatches, and that kind of helped me decide. I don't want to use them that way in the eye or on the eye. I think they would be really messy that way and not super pigmented. I actually got this little Inglot Duraline mixing liquid. This is what was recommended to me by my subscriber to mix these with, and it says you can create a liquid waterproof product, improve application, prolong the life of makeup, enhance colors. Now I don't have one of those little fancy like mixing tray things, so we're gonna have to use a clean hand for these folks, and I think based on the swatches I'm gonna try to go in with Intermission on the outside, and let's see, what do I want to do on the inside? Trying to see what might go with it. Maybe Firefly. So I'm going to start with those 2 and kind of see how this goes here. So this little Inglet thing looks like this. It's got a little dropper, and I'm only going to mix like 1 drop in my hand of this potion stuff just because I've never mixed it here, to see how it goes. And then I'm going to take the Intermission. I think I'm going to pick it up, or try to pick it up on a brush, and then transfer it over to my hand and mix it, because I don't know, it just seems like that could be the least messy way. I don't know. I don't really know about like ratios or how much to use either, so we are just kind of having a little science project here right now in my hand. I don't really know, like I said, amounts or anything. Just trial and error over here. So I trial and error so that you don't have to. Okay, mixing it, mixing it, mixing it. Looks pretty runny, honestly. Maybe I didn't put enough pigment in it, I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and add a little more. So this is looking pretty mixed, I guess, to me. And it just looks gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it on the lid here. Just use the back of my brush to mix that because I didn't really have anything else to mix with. And then I'm gonna take a flat brush, just go ahead and move that around on the eye. We'll see how much playtime it has before it totally dries down and I can't move or blend it anymore, but so far so good. Yeah, so I'd say a little bit obviously goes a long way. I kind of figured that would be the case. Like I definitely mixed enough up that I could use it on my whole entire eye. And I think I actually might do that just because I'm interested to see how or if these will layer well together. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one across my whole eye and I will be right back. All right, so I've played around with these here for a minute. You could just finish with this, guys, like one color all over the eyes. I ran a little bit of it like underneath too. And I am happy to report that I still could go back with my big brush and kind of blend the edges. And it played nice with that satin shadow that I had laid down first. I did unfortunately mix too much, so I could see this being a thing where like it's easy to be wasteful if you mix too much. So that's not great, but you could definitely do a lash or mascara and just, I feel like, leave it at this. But we're gonna play a little bit more just so we can get the full effect of like the potential of these. But here's kind of what it looks like in my hand and what I've been playing with. And this is the shade Intermission right here. So I'm gonna mix up, like I said, a little bit of Firefly and just see if it layers well like on the inside and put some on the inner portion of my eye here. In fact, I kind of wonder if I even need to mix it or if I can just kind of pack it. Let's see, do I have something that would be a good packing brush in front of me? I'm gonna try to pack a little bit of the just loose pigment and see like how crazy is the fallout, or can we just get away with like, is it wet enough that I can pack it on what we have? Nope, we have lots of fallout. That's not gonna work. Okay, so let me mix up another drop with this other color and we'll be right back. All right, so you genuinely just need the smallest drop of that Inglet as mixing medium. Even one drop is proving to be too much in my opinion, so I'll have to play a little bit around. Maybe some of you guys have some tips for me on that, but I've got Firefly mixed up and I'm just gonna stick a little bit on the inner part of the lid here and see if we can see any sort of shade difference between that first one and the second one that I put on. I'm gonna mix back. I'm gonna switch back over to that brush I was using before as well. This is a Morphe M124 in case you're wondering. I don't know, can you guys see a difference between the first color out here and the second color I just mixed up? First one's a lot deeper, more of a maybe like an antique bronze color. Second one is much more of a lighter gold shade. What do you guys think? I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. I feel like something like this could look good, like it's just like a pop in the inner corner as well. I don't know, I can't really tell a difference between the two colors that much. Like maybe it's a little lighter, but the undertones look similar. I don't know if that's because I layered them or what the deal is, you guys, but this second color that I just added is in the shade, let me close the lid so I don't make a mess, Firefly. And it almost looked a lot more duochrome-y in the swatch. Like I thought there might be a little pink shift to it, but I'm not seeing that too much once it's on the base. Let me go clean my hand and I will be right back. Okay, I will say that was a real pain to get off of my hand. I definitely need to invest in one of those either glass or metal like mixing trays. There's one more thing I want to do with these guys before I finish the video, and with the shade Hocus Pocus, it's got kind of a pinky undertone, but I felt like this one might look really nice as a blush topper. So I'm going to take a little bit of a highlighter brush and see what it looks like if we just put it right on the face. Hello, Salem. Yeah, that's a little bit of a nice glow. I just took a little bit, no mix in medium with this, just the pigment itself. Again, this is the shade Hocus Pocus. Might be able to do this with the like white lighter shade as well, just to see like an inner corner highlight or something. That's definitely a lot more glowy. Can you guys tell a difference versus before? I think that might be my favorite application so far, honestly, with it as the loose pigment without adding in the mixing medium. And I know I layered a lot on, so this is probably my fault, but I can already see it is starting to like pill up on itself and crease on the eye and emphasize all kinds of texture, which is not my favorite at all whatsoever. But again, I think I was just piling on too much, trying not to waste all the product that I mixed up, so that might just be a me thing. Let's go into Telepathic. I want to use that just as the powder in the inner corner. See what we can get with that. Okay, so that's like the dry swatch on my hand. Of course, it's a little more muted. It's not very blingy or like super impactful or shimmery. You know, I am more into the shimmery inner corner and duo multi-chrome things that are offered from like Alien Cosmetics and stuff these days. These are more like neutral, natural shades. I suppose I could see myself using some of these shades for work. I definitely would not be mixing that medium in for work because that's just like another step that I don't want to do. Somebody commented when I was talking about doing this video too and said that mixing it with the medium, these could be some cool different liners. So I may try these again as an eyeliner, but again, that's so much product that is mixed up with even one drop. I might somehow try to do less than one full drop to test it out, but that could be a cool liner. Overall though, guys, I don't know that these are for me. And I'm not saying Makeup Geek, I just mean like loose pigments in general. Could just be my lack of experience with these, but I'm not a huge fan as of this point with this one experience. I'm gonna go ahead and add mascara and maybe a little bit more of a lip, and I'll be back for the end of the video to wrap up my thoughts. All right, so I am back in my little Christmas-y Wonderland here. I tried adding liner, you guys, but it didn't really want to go over top of this loose pigment very much. Again, I don't know if that's the loose pigment or the mixing medium. I suspect it's the mixing medium, but if you look at my tip of my eyeliner, it's got like that gold stuff all over it now that it was just coming off on the liner, and the liner couldn't lay down on it, so that wasn't great. Did my normal Milk Makeup Kush mascara I've been using, and the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in shade Stockholm. Kind of want a little pop on the waterline though, actually. Hold on a minute. Alright, I just need a little pop of something to lighten up my waterline, so I went in with the LA Girl Pastel Dream Auto Eyeliner in shade Baby Pink, just for a little lightening look there in the waterline. Not too much of a difference, but just a little something. Yeah, like I said, guys, these were not my favorites, and I don't know that it's Makeup Geek per se. Like I said, it's my first time trying the brand, but just don't think I'm into loose pigments. It is what it is. It was fun to try. Thank you so much for recommending it. I just think I'm more of a pressed pigment type person. So let me know what you do with your loose pigments if you have them. Do you use them as powder? Do you mix them in? I still feel like I can get use out of these because I did use it as the powder in the inner corner and as a little blush topper or highlighter. So I think I will like them in that nature, other than the deeper ones I won't be able to use. So I'll have to, well, I'll be able to use them, just not on the face. I'll have to get creative and maybe try like the liner idea or something with those different shades. But yeah, this is it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye!